Hello everyone, welcome back to Maths. Today we are looking at arrays and we are looking at using arrays to make equal groups. Now you might be asking, what's an array? So an array is a group of objects or numbers arranged into rows and columns. We use them to help us count and to help us make multiplying a bit easier. Now you might also be asking, what's a column and what's a row? So a row is something that goes across or along, and a column is something that goes down. Now I've got an example here on my board for you. So my row would be this way, and my column is the bit that goes down. So if I split this into columns, if I draw down here, I've got 1, 2 rows, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. So I've got 2 rows, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. Now, when I'm adding, that will help me because I know I've got 2 lots of 5, and we know that 5 add 5 equals 10, so it helps us to count. Now, let's build an array ourselves. I've got some oranges, and I'm going to build 3 rows, and I'm going to build 2 columns. So, put my oranges on. So now I need to put my 3 rows in, and I know I need to put 2 oranges in each row. So I've got 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, and I've got 1, 2 columns. So 1 here, 2 here. So I've got 3 rows and I've got 2 columns. So if I add them up, I know I need to do 3 lots of 2. So I would go 2, 4, 6, and I know that I have 6 oranges. Let's do a trickier one, so let me take these off. Ooh. And let's grab these off here. I'm going to do 2 rows, and I'm going to put 5 oranges in each row. So let me move these. So 2 rows of 5. So 2 rows of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just check I've made 2 rows. So my rows go along, don't they? They go across. So I've got 1, 2. So that's right, I've got 2 rows. Now I said 2 rows of 5. So let me check I've got 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've made 2 rows of 5. Now I know when I'm adding that I'm going to be adding 2 groups of 5, so I know really quickly that I can do 5 add 5, and 5 add 5 equals 10. Fantastic. Now it's your turn to make some arrays. You can use objects if you want to, and you can take some pictures of the objects, or you can draw counters on a piece of paper and we can take some pictures of it that way. So take this one off. And I'm going to use a spinner so we can decide what we're going to make. So I've got my piece of paper and I'm going to choose purple. I'm going to draw some purple counters, and I'm going to use my 2 spinners here to decide how many rows and how many columns we're going to have. So I'm going to just randomly pick one. So I'm going to do 5 rows. So 5 rows. And I'm going to randomly pick one here. Oh, 2. So I'm going to do 5 rows and I'm going to do 2 columns. So, can you draw or make an array that has 5 rows and it has 2 objects or 2 counters in each column, and I will draw it with you. Off you go. Remember, if you need any more time, you can pause the video at any point. And I'm going to put mine on the board and we'll see if we have the same. So, I'll put mine under here. So, I wanted 5 rows and I wanted 2 columns. Let's check. So I've got 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, 5 rows. So I know I've got 5 rows. Let's see if I've got 2 columns. So I've got 1, so I'll draw my line here, 2. I did 5 rows and I put 2 in each row. And we know that we can do 2 times 5 and it would equal 10. Let's do another one. Let's use our magic spinner. Let's rub that one off, ready for our next one. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Really random. Okay, 3 rows. So we're going to make 3 rows. How many are we going to put in each row? Oh, we've already done 2. Let's go for another one. 5, and we're going to put 5 in each row. So we're going to now build an array that has 3 rows and 5 columns. So 3 rows and 5 in each row. Off you go. I'm going to choose a different colour. I'm going to do orange. Remember, if you need any extra time, just pause the video. Okay, let's see what we got. So I wanted 3 rows and I wanted 5 columns. So let me put mine up here. Let's see if I've got it right and let's see if you've got it right. So I wanted 3 rows, you ready? 1, 2, 3. So I've got my 3 rows and I wanted 5 columns. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 3 rows and I've got 5 columns. So yours should look something like this. And I know then if I want to times or I want to add that I need to do 3 lots of 5. So I'd go 5, 10, 15. And I would know that I have 15 in total. Okay, let's try another one. Are you ready? Let's rub out these numbers. Okay, we are going to do, are you ready for the random numbers? 4. We're going to do 4 rows. So 4 rows. How many columns? How many? 10. We're going to do 4 rows, 10 columns. This is going to be a big one. So 4 rows, 10 columns. I will give you a bit longer because this one's a bit bigger. Off you go. Still going. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit longer. Again, pause the video if you need to pause it. And let's see what we've got. So, it's a big one this time. So I wanted 4 rows and I wanted 10 columns. I wanted 10 in each row. So let's have a look how many rows I've got. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got my 4 rows. I wanted 10 columns. Are you ready to help me count? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and just in there, 10. So I've got 4 rows and I've got 10 columns. So yours should look something like this. Now when you've done those 3 challenges, can you take a picture and send me a picture so I can put your dojos on? And I will see you again tomorrow and we'll be looking at some more arrays. See you later.